Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to Roundtable. I'm your host, Steve, and I'm here with
Geo.
back in the theater. Sorry, it's noisy. It's a lot
We're in,
hustle
the,
and
we're,
bustle.
we're in the theater.
You know, there's a lot of movies coming out, and there's a lot of people here. So today we went to go see Gladiator 2. This is the highly anticipated sequel 20 years later. The original one made Russell Crowe a phenomenon.
Iconic.
Iconic. So, after all these years,
It was overdue.
it's overdue, but is it a sequel that we need? That was my question. And now that I heard Ridley Scott was back in the director's chair, as much as I think Ridley Scott is going to go down as one of the greatest directors of all time, his recent output has been questionable. I'm not a fan of Napoleon. The last Duel was not great. His last great movie for me was The Martian with Matt Damon, and maybe Prometheus was pretty good. After that, it was kind of hit and miss for me, so I was a little worried about this. But after seeing this movie, sorry, you want me to go first?
Of course you go first.
All right, so here we go.
You have to pronounce all those names there.
So the film is directed by Ridley Scott, who helmed the first film. We have Paul Mescal as Lucius. We have Denzel Washington as Marinus. Pedro Pascal as General Alcasius. Connie Nielsen as Lucia.
All those names.
And there's a whole list of other ones,
Yes.
but I'm not going to go on
No,
forever.
those are the four main
But
ones.
these are the big guys. These are the
Yes.
big wigs of the movie. I'm going to say it's an entertaining movie. Well, let me backtrack. So let me start from the beginning. When Russell Crowe came out with Gladiator, this was one of the last times guys my age at that time in our 30s saw these epic scale films, historical films like Ben-Hur, Ten Commandments. We haven't seen anything like that in many, many, many years. So this was iconic for us, and of course Russell Crowe's performance made him a legend. So there's a lot to come up in this film. Does it live up to it? I'm gonna say I was entertained. If it's on its own, it's a great film. If I start looking at it and I go, he's not as good as Russell Crowe, but who could be, right? On its own, it's entertaining, great sequences. I like the fight scenes. There is one with sharks that kind of took it away from me, but all in all, a good sequel. Ridley Scott nailed it this time. Great performance. I think Denzel Washington steals the show for me. Although they're saying it's an iconic performance, I'm going to say it's a good performance, but he has the juiciest part in this movie. He plays all the sides and he gets all the... If you like Game of Thrones, how they play chess with each other to see who's going to be the leader, you'll like this part. That it's an iconic performance, that's a stretch. Good performance, in my opinion. Solid sequel. Was it needed? I don't know. Is it good? Yes. Does it beat the first one? No.
Okay. So Rotten Tomatoes give it 72. People viewing give it 78. What do you give it?
I'm going to say 70.
Okay, I'm going to the 80s. And here it is. I'm against them. Big time. Okay, and first of all, the next movie, no, we're not doing the Glicker. Okay, Glick, it's called Glicker.
Oh,
With Wick and Gladiator.
No, we
Yeah.
did.
No, it's called Glick, right? It's called
Glick, yeah.
Glick. We're not doing it because I'm not strong enough. I'm not man enough to see it. We're gonna go see
I
the.
think he just doesn't want to sing.
Nah, I'm not in the mood to go in the theater and have people singing with the movie. So, anyways, this is my reason why. Okay, this movie makes all those dweebers because if I had time machine, I'd go back into the past and it shows in those days how disgusting to live in there. It's like you could be the biggest person in the world, and the one higher than you could actually kill you for no reason. It's a scary lifestyle in those days. If you look at it, like the Pablo when he plays he's one of the elite generals, and he has to be careful how he talks to the two emperors. He has to watch his words, and even Denzel Washington, for me, he's spectacular because you know why? Look at his eye movement, how he says. He's like in there. He's like he portrays a politician. Okay, when his mouth's saying something, his eyes are saying something else. That's amazing because he goes into that role, and you're like, holy crap! You know, he's a kiss asser. You can know how are you doing this and this and that, the Roman Empire's thing. But then his eyes say something else. There's a gimmick, like a real politician in today's world. through history kind of sense, okay? And that's what I liked about Denzel Washington. He was incredible because as soon as you think he's a good guy, he does a 360. Now, I'm not going to ruin the story. The storyline is amazing. I mean, I find that like it was a little twist and turn. You didn't expect things, and you're like, wow. And Denzel Washington, the way he portrays in that, I don't know if it's based on a true story or if it's just imagination or exaggerating, like Hollywood style, so they made more than what's supposed to do. But anyways, those 4 actors are great. I have nothing against it. Russell Crowe, because when he played that role, was original, and everybody goes, Then if we watch it again, it's like, okay, it's not bad. I mean, sometimes we put people in the pedestal too high, then when we see reality kick in, it's like, ooh. There's a lot of action movies, I see them again, I'm like, and I analyzed this movie for a long time. I just shut up and mention other movies now, you know? Overall, and about the ship, there's a part of these ships in the Coliseum with sharks, and he's like, Steve goes, no. I go, Steven, we're talking low, well, my low kind of sense. I go, I seen documentary, I don't know if it was History Channel, PBS. It was a proven fact that those days they were able to put full-size ships in the arena. Yeah,
but they had lakes. This was like an ocean.
No.
Yes, it was
Steven, my turn.
You're wrong, but okay.
No, I'm right, 100%. I'll even
0%.
Do you want to bet?
They put a lake.
Do you want to bet?
Yes.
Because what happens, they dump it from water. It's not sea ocean. It's water from whatever they got it from. Okay?
Correct. What's the ground? What's the bottom of it? Ground? It would go right through.
No, they put tablets.
Where did they show that? Nowhere.
I don't know. It was History or Discovery Channel. It was
proven.
proven.
I'm talking about the movie.
Be quiet now. Be
movie.
quiet for 2 seconds. Now that's my turn. Now it's proven fact.
Is it fantasy?
No. I'll bet with you as much as you want. It was in History Channel or
yes,
PBS.
They put a lake.
They put a lake. The Coliseum, they lift it up and they moved it over a lake.
No, they said they can fit like a lake type amount of water. This was like a fucking ocean in there.
It's a lake. It's not an ocean. It's a lake size. An ocean is an ocean.
Then the shark wouldn't be able to work.
No, that's the other thing. The shark is.
You go.
They put. I said the ships. I didn't say the sharks. But finish it up. Because sharks can pass, because you know why? It has to be salt water. Yeah, because I'm bashing him on the theater. Oh, he just start crying like a little thing.
No.
I have to buy tissue paper so for them. Anyways, that was a proven fact. The ships, that's it. Okay, and they got it from the water, and they floated in there, and the people were impressed and amazed. The engineering thought how they did those in those days, because they were finding canals and everything and all that kind of things. Where I seen it, you guys could text us or tell us where it was, okay? So anyways, overall, crazy. What I love about the story too is how it says, well, my point of view, history repeats itself. If you look at it, it's always repeating itself. People do everything like the politicians and all that. They always they want power. And if you look at carefully, like I did, the storyline and what you see is right now what's happening right now. The woke movement, the Hollywood, because you see the party where Denzel Washington first time gets invited, you see the people they're doing with the guy, what's called Paul first fights and everything. It's very Hollywoody kind of stuff. Very like what the heck is happening over here, okay? And it's like politicians, emperors, how they control. They all want power. They don't care about people below them. It's just it's me, myself, and I. The more you look at it, the more it looks like the way it's now. But in that kind of time. So for me, loved it to the T. That's why I'm going to give it to the 80s, because it speaks a lot to modern times right now. But don't believe me? Go see it. Look, analyze everything, and it takes one guy who had to go through the rough life of life to understand what other people are going through. Because people up above, they don't see it. The only thing they want is money, power, and that's it. And I think enough said. Oh yeah, before I forget, I have to say this because me and Steven, the movie's long, okay? So we had to rush to the washroom, right? So I came up with a stupid joke fast. I go, okay, Steven, because Steven's like, okay, let's get out of here. We knew why we had to go, right? And I go, Steven, I feel like the Gladiator. What do you mean? You remember those ships? He goes, yeah. My organ's going, I feel the drum going, doom, doom, doom. And my rowing was my legs saying, go as fast as you can to the washroom. So I felt like a gladiator ship kind of sense. So that's it. It was funny that moment.
Question.
Yes. The bet's still on.
Cheapy night or full price? Are you okay with it?
Me, full price, it's very hard for me to say full price. I think I'm getting too stuck, too addicted to people.
Let's say it would be $12.
Yes.
15.
I would. 15.
Pushing it?
Maximum.
Okay, I am in agreement with that. Do you think-
$22. I know. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's too hard.
Worthy sequel, worth 20 years waiting?
Yes, because you know what happens? It doesn't. The performance, the storyline was well done. You know, sometimes when they make a part two, whatever, and the story is like, what the heck? It doesn't go with the first one, or it's not a great chemistry. The chemistry carries on. The visual is amazing. It's spectacular. It's the same thing like in those days. Death is right next to the corner. You know, as one doctor says, he goes, most gladiator gets killed by infection than getting killed in the arena.
Yeah.
So personally, and it's like, be happy we live in this kind of time. Because in those days, it's not glamour. It's disgusting. You know, I'm sorry, like I see a lot of History Channel things on that, and I see all these olden days, it's like, ugh. It's like people are like, oh, they just like Roman empires and when they think, oh, what should I do in those days? Go, I'm not coming at all, man. It's a different life. But, like as Steven agrees with me, I'm going off the trail. To me, it's 15, but if you like those kind of movies, you own these fighting sword clubs and everything, oh, you easily could go regular price, you're like, oh yeah, Hail Caesar. For me, which I love, like Steven, we have a big genre of kind of movies we like. It's great and everything. I don't see myself ever paying full price for a movie unless the Silver Surfer is a male. That's it.
Oh. Okay, on that note, I think it's worth it if you like the first one and you like those epic type films
Yes.
like Ben-Hur, Ten Commandments, that style. Great addition. If you're gonna start comparing the two,
Like he did.
you know, the Russell Crowe thing is once in a lifetime event. So I'm gonna have to say that falls a little short, but it is a good sequel and worthy of your time.
Because the Russell Crowe was the betrayal. He was one of the best generals, and they just threw him on the rugs.
Yeah.
And that's what it bugs you. Like you want I remember watching that. I'm like, I want revenge. Like I wanted him to destroy everybody and everything, but they put a twist and curve at the end, which I think that's what we like, because the storyline wasn't very Hollywood.
Yeah.
And that's why I like it. And this storyline is like, I think it's because it's a little bit meany towards Hollywood more than Russell Crowe.
But it has enough twists and turns to make it interesting.
A lot. The storyline,
Yeah.
with it, which we're not going to give you the spoiler alert. I do want to do it, but I'm not going to do it.
No.
So that's it.
All right, so I'm Steven.
And I'm Gio, won the bet.
Telling you, go see the movie. Ciao.
Ciao, guys.